Hey, it's Scotch Test Dummies. I'm Scott.
I'm bored.
Wild Turkey Rare Breed Rye.
What? It's a rye rare. We're going to test it.
We're going to breed it style.
Ooh,
Rare breed style.
wow, dirty. All right, I am getting over some heavy chest congestion. So if it sounds like it, I am.
Cough that way.
Yes, he wants a.
We should have the plexiglass.
Ooh, the plexi. I'm sure you can find that cheap somewhere. Somebody's getting rid of it.
Let me pour you first, good sir.
Thank you. Way to be.
This will cure the cough.
It should. Although I don't know if you inhale the whiskey. Some people have said I do.
Oh, a couple times.
Yeah, he inhaled it.
Kind of going back, we hadn't looked at Wild Turkey for a while.
True.
Bart always claims Rare Breed is one of his favorites.
Wild Turkey alone I love. Rare Breed is my, not only one of, it's my number 2.
Yeah. So last week, we just went and looked, it'd been a while, we went back and looked at Rare Breed. This is Rare Breed Barrel Proof Rye.
Yeah.
112.2 proof, which would be what, 61.1% ABV?
You're good with them numbers.
No, 56.1. I was off 10.
I retract. You're bad with them numbers.
56.1. So 61 would have been nice.
61. 61 would have been pop.
Yeah, that'd be 122 proof.
So, yeah, you're good with that.
750 milliliter still.
That's good.
A lot of comments come in on the 750 versus 700
Yeah.
dilemma
As
currently
you would
facing
say, they're
the states.
cheating you out of a swaller.
Did you see though? I think it was on the Compass Box Art and Decadence review. Someone in the UK commented and they said, once our bourbon starts getting here in 750s, maybe we'll send you Scotch in 750s. I was like, well, that's a good point. Because our bourbon has to go in 700s. It's the law over there. Like it was like 750s was the law here. So they're getting our bourbon in 700s. They said, send us the bourbon in 750s. Maybe we'll send you a Scotch in 750s.
I don't buy their logic at all.
You just want us to get more,
Yeah.
not them.
America. That's right. It's a trade imbalance. Used to tax our tea.
Oh.
That made us angry. We were angry about the tea taxation. What are you looking for? You got a tea?
Caps or coins?
Caps.
Hold on. Pause.
Caps.
All right.
Now we got caps.
That helps. Helps hold in the nose a little bit.
Yeah,
help
maintains
concentrate
the
it.
odoriferousness of a rye. Here's what I like about Wild Turkey in general. It was always more of a higher rye content, which I liked. My first thing I enjoyed about American whiskeys in general was a really frisky rye. So I think that's why I liked Wild Turkey 101 and all those things at 1st. A little bit more rye in the mix.
Usually, yeah, a little bit more bite to the palate. A little bit more.
Oh. Well, there's like a little tiny touch of dill.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking for.
Dill and a vegetable note almost.
Dusty rye. There's a little bit of an orange zest.
Okay.
Zesty, citrusy
Ooh.
ness to it.
Man. Well, cinnamon touches coming through.
Cinnamon.
Right, an orange zest, slight dill, slight rind of a vegetable.
A vegetable.
A vegetable. So, that's a nice nose, though. It's kind of got a clean, crisp cutoff to it
That's
as well.
clean and crisp. Like
Yeah.
linen, actually. Kind of like clean,
Very
crisp
good.
linen.
Yes, that's weird. How does the smell translate to a clean, crisp linen? But I agree with you. It's almost like a fresh scent. Huh. Like a chilly spring day. Let you make a lot of swisher noise.
Spicy, creamy, orange dessert. Almost like an orange cream popsicle with some black pepper on it. Weirdly,
A lot of black pepper on it, actually. Wow.
very
Whoa.
nice. Very nice up front.
You're right, but then the creamsicle snuck in mid-palate. Kind of pushed the pepper aside. A pepper pusher. And then, yeah, a dustiness in the finish. A little bit dry, a little astringent on the finish. Maybe a dusty oak lingering. I want to have another sip and then drop.
Dusty, oak, cinnamon, the orange creamsicle, peppery spice, little astringent, like you said, not too bad. It almost feels like it's more, it doesn't feel like a oak astringency though. It just feels like more like it's almost like the orange zest or the rye is like, it's like you're eating a rye cracker, saltine kind of, that dries out in your mouth.
Okay. Yeah.
Almost like more like a salty cracker has made your mouth dry rather than the oak punch.
Sure. Yeah.
Sometimes the astringency is from that oak influence. Kind of weird.
Yeah. This is different.
I'm not, I would even have to look and see if we've done rare breed rye.
Well, I want to say we haven't. Wow. See, and then on the finish here, now I'm still picking up a little bit of the orange sickle. You'll probably be keeping this one here.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think this would be my...
I'm liking it. You dropper? Water?
I did.
Oh, you did?
I did a big water drop in there.
I'm not as big a rye fan as you
Right.
are, but this one is hitting my palate
Well, this
pretty
is
nice.
I feel like this is a non-traditional rye as far as rye is usually basic, simple, powerful up front. It's either dill or pepper. It's kind of punching you in the face. This one is a little more nuanced and kind of dancing all over the place.
I guess you've got your own wild turkey lineup. I guess we can keep the other wild turkey line up here.
I would agree. I think you're going to be holding on to that rye. That does not feel like something I'd go back to. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's not my standard rye. I don't know. I thought at first I was going to dig it a lot with that orange creamsicle, but then it gets overly peppered kind of for me at the same time.
There's a lot of pepper. It's kind of like that orange creamsicle with pepper, cracked pepper on it. Kind of a different note, but yeah.
No, you said it. It's an orange creamsicle with strong cracked pepper sprinkled on it. And it's turning me off.
Water maybe brings out a little bit more of the citrus sweetness to it.
I felt like it melded it a little bit more too. It feels like it's a less clear, choppy, distinct breakdown, and it feels like it's more like, hey, you want some creamsicle in a bowl? Yeah. And then you like crack a bunch of pepper. I'm like, what the hell? And you go try it.
Shred
try
some Parmesan on it.
Yeah. Throw a piece of wood chip in my mouth. And then you said, now eat it. And I was like, oh, okay, I get all of it. That's interesting.
That's what Olive Garden should do, and then they wouldn't spend as much money on salads because people would be like,
Oh, yeah, too much.
just a little bit.
Is that a creamsicle in there?
Cut down on the gluttony. People are ordering too much salad.
I thought them banana peppers were a little odd.
Ooh, I love banana.
I know you do.
On top of the creamsicle?
Oh, yeah. Throw that in there, let it all melt. Wow. It's still just different. Nothing has changed. All my descriptions, maybe a little bit more of a melding. Not up my alley, and I'm a rye fan. Not even up my rare breed alley, and I'm a rare breed lover. So,
Interesting. I think it's good, and I think it'd make a good old fashioned. You want those higher proof ryes in there?
it might do that.
Yeah. All right. Score it.
For me, it's a little odd. 83. It's hitting me odd. It's not bad. It's just so odd. I was going to go 84, but this isn't anything I would reach for.
I'm doing 88.
Okay.
It's getting up there. I think a little bit more age, a little bit more depth to it. I like it. Good on the palate. Maybe your cough is affecting
Nope.
affecting
not
the
the
taste
cough.
buds. You got some phlegm,
65 though. 65.
some phlegm in there.
It's not. That's more.
$65
That costs more than the regular rare
to
breed.
make you holla. All right. Anyway, yep, $65.
I know it's rare breed, but it's rare breed rye. I like rare breed bourbon.
That's that's borderline. I wouldn't pay more than that for it.
In my opinion, rye should come in cheap, cheap, cheap. And it's up front in your face, and it doesn't need to be aged for very long. Rye is something that I prefer unsubtle, unaged, and punchy.
Bart thinks something should be cheaper.
Shocker. Shocker.
Newsflash.
Just say it out.
I'm not up on current events, but we're just got our asses kicked.
But if somebody came out and said, we got this 17-year-old rye, you'd be like,
Oh, I'd try it.
you'd try it. And then you'd go, everything's
Those older ryes
been
smell
subtled out.
more.
Yeah, overly subtle.
That's like the old Booker's rye that was 13 years old. Was
Too
delicious.
subtled out.
Ooh, best.
Nope. It's like when they take a peat and 27 year it. Ugh. Ugh.
Go to ScotchTestDummies.com. You can pick up glasses, toppers, dropper sets, shirts, hats, all kinds of stuff. Helps support the show. It keeps the lights on, keeps the whiskey coming. And you can go to Patreon.
When you go to Patreon, look up Scotch Test Dummies. You can support for $1 a show. If you do $2 a show, we will shout your name with gusto on
right, baby.
the show. You'll hear your name shouted by the dummies. Woo!
Scotch It.
Scotch it, you Scotch Scots.
Cilantro. Dummies.